Hello, I'm Dr. Ross Walker and welcome to the checkup. Hello, Dr. Ross Walker and welcome to the checkup. I'd like to talk today about that age-old chestnut that many people talk about, and it keeps me in a job in many ways, which is cholesterol. So much is said about cholesterol and so much, in my view, has been nonsense. So let me make a couple of points to you. I don't treat cholesterol, I treat disease and risk. And the best way of knowing you're at risk is to have a coronary calcium score. So it's my view that all men at 50 or women at 60 should have a coronary calcium score. I'm not being sexist, just that women are protected by their hormones until their 50s. And so their disease starts to accelerate in their 50s. And that's why at 60, it's a good time to have a coronary calcium score. The coronary calcium score is a CT scan that takes a picture of your arteries and measures how much muck you've got in your arteries, or what we call atherosclerosis. So if your calcium score is 0, your risk is incredibly low. If your calcium score is 1 to 10, that's trivial, pretty similar risk to a 0 score. 10 to 100 is mild, 100 to 400 is moderate, and above 400 is don't read Tolstoy. So the studies have shown beyond a doubt the only people who need to be on cholesterol lowering over the age of 50 are people who have a coronary calcium score above 100 or have already had a heart attack, a stent, or a bypass. So if you go to your doctor, say you're a 55-year-old man, you go to your doctor and your doctor says, oh, your cholesterol's up, you better take this pill. You say, no, doctor, I want a coronary calcium score. Now, if they go, oh, look, I can organise that for you. Here's this, that says CT angiogram. That's where they inject you with dye. You don't have the CT angiogram. You have the calcium score. It's exactly the same technology, the CT scan, but one is just a snapshot with no dye, no injections. And what the CT angiogram does, it makes your wallet $500 lighter. You glow in the dark for 3 days afterwards because there's a lot of radiation with many of the studies. There's some newer machines that have about the same radiation dose as a calcium score, but you're given an intravenous injection that you can have an anaphylactic reaction to, rarely, and sometimes it can even damage your kidneys. Where the calcium score is no injection, no preparation, you just turn up and hold your breath for 10 seconds. And it's been shown in a big study that was released at the end of 2020, showed that the coronary calcium score is a better predictor over the intravenous CT angiogram. So if you go to have your coronary calcium score, they come at you with a needle, say, I don't want that test, I just need the coronary calcium score. So the big message here, you don't treat cholesterol, you treat risk. And if your risk is low, you do not need pills for your cholesterol. That's the checkup. I'll talk more about cholesterol next week.